So I'm gonna do my face. I've already done my eyeshadow. I just used one color today because I went simple. And the color I used is Lullaby from Seint also. And this is my top layer. This is what I'm gonna play out of today, but I'm not gonna use even all of these colors. I just have room for extras in here. And then I'm gonna use my favorite brush, which is the 3D brush. It's also from Seint because our brushes are made to work with cream makeup. So you definitely wanna get this brush. This is the easiest brush to start with, and you can do everything with it. I'm gonna start with my contour. And there's so many different ways you can do this makeup, but this is going to be the one layer method, meaning I'm not going to start with all over a foundation like you normally would. I'm just going to place these 3 shades, a main color, a brightener color, and a contour in specific areas on my face so that there's only one layer of product. So I place that contour right at the corner of my temple. So like right here, right where my ear meets my hairline, right here. Place that here, and then you just drag and hug it under your cheekbone. So this adds shadow and depth and dimension. So the darker colors, the shadow, the depth, dimension sucks things in, and then the brighter colors that I'm going to use, the brightener and the highlights, are going to bring those areas forward. So it really chisels out your bone structure. It can thin out your face, but it draws attention to the eyes, makes those the focus. So I like to use contour all along my hairline because I have a taller forehead, so I'm using lots of contour, and this is going to give the appearance of a smaller forehead because this contour is actually pushing back these darker areas, and then I'm going to put a light color right here which will bring that forward. So then I'm going to do my jawline, and I go behind my ear right on that jawbone. You can spend some extra time with it if you really want to chisel out your bone structure, but this is just so fast and so easy. You can do a little bit on the side of your nose. You can go crazy with nose contour if you want, but you don't have to. So don't be afraid of contour because this is a cream product. It blends so easily. And then the rest of it, a little goes a long way. So really, you're going to use a lot less product than you would of your actual normal foundation. You're going to use less than you think you need. So this is my brightener shade. I'm going to place it in the inner corner of my eye and drag it down the side of my nose. So this is adding light here where it's going to pop, and take a little bit extra. I'm going to go on the outer corner of my eye and sweep up towards my temple because this gives the illusion of lift. I love that. And then I like to add a little bit in the center of my chin and then right between my brows. If you like to carve out your cheekbones, I don't know if you saw my reel on that one or not, but this one is just a really simple, easy trick. And then now it looks like I have cheekbones because my cheekbones are not very prominent. So I love this makeup. It's so fun and so easy. So this is my main shade. So I just did my brightener, which is the lightest shade. This is my main shade. It's the shade that closest matches my skin tone. And I'm just kind of dabbing that just all around in the places that I did not place product. So anywhere that I don't have anything on my face yet. And it's just gonna tie everything together. Okay, so not everyone's face matches their neck. I'd say most people's faces do not match their neck. So we're going to put a little bit of a lighter shade right here on the jawline, which tricks it to think that it's gonna match. And then I take my contour shade, this dark brown, and I'm going down the sides of my throat because this is gonna get blended and it's just gonna make it look like it's the same. It's magic. So I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna take my small side of this brush and I'm just gonna stipple and push these colors together. With contour, you always want to push it up and out because you're lifting. So that's what I'm gonna do with my contour on my cheekbones, and then with my forehead up and out towards my hairline. Okay, for under my eyes, I'm just pushing the product into my skin and tapping, stippling. I'm not swiping, kind of looks like I am, but I'm actually bouncing the brush under my eye because this pushes the product in your skin, which is going to prevent creasing because it picks up the excess and also just it gives it the prettiest filtered effect. Now, this is an extra step that you don't have to do, but I love it. So I'm going to show you some quick nose contours with the same shade that I already used for the rest of my face. Once I've got my face blended, I just put a little bit on either our 2 fingers. I press the fingers close together, up all the way, swipe up and down my nose and up towards my brow. So this creates a little space in the center. So this shadow right here is going to be softly blended, and then I go back into my brightener shade. I like my pinky finger just to place it straight down the center of my nose, and then I'll take my index finger and just swipe and blend, and it just ever so lightly slims out your nose. Okay, I just love that trick. Okay, so then I like to use bronzer. I have Bella bronzer in here, which is our cream bronzer. And so bronzer is different than contour. Bronzer is going to add warmth, and Bella is sheer. So this bronzer is sheer, and our contours actually give coverage and they're a little bit thicker. So I'm stippling, I'm doing that tapping motion again, right above my contour line, just kind of adding a little bit of warmth here above my contour, my cheeks, and then a little bit on the side of my forehead. And I'll show you, it just gives the prettiest warmth, like the prettiest sun-kissed warmth. And it's not a whole lot. You can definitely build it up and get more if you like more, but it just adds so much. It's so pretty. Okay, another great thing about having Bella bronzer and the fact that it's cream and your makeup is cream with Seint is that because your skin tone changes throughout the year, it can change within a week depending on how much sun you get. If you get a little bit darker and you feel like your main shade is just not quite dark enough, you can mix Bella with your main shade and now you've got a little bit of darker shade, but it's still within the same tone. And if you've gotten a little bit lighter, you can mix your brightener with your main shade. So it's all totally custom to your skin tone, and you can kind of play with it and custom mix, and you can do the same with your blushes. It's so easy, and it's very hard to make a mistake because it's cream. If you don't like something, you just blend it away until you like it. Okay, I'm gonna switch to a fluffy brush just to do some bronzer down my neck. Okay, so see here, it's not perfectly blended right here. All I have to do is stipple and stamp and blend because it's cream. Okay, and our blushes are also cream. So these are called lip and cheeks because you can use them on your lips and your cheeks. I have Scarlet here, which is a really pretty shade for summer, but I'm actually gonna use Ruby. And they just mix so pretty together. Like this one mixed with this one, so pretty. This one with this one, so pretty. But I'm gonna use this right here. This is Ruby. I think it's one of the best shades to start with because it's super versatile. So look how bright it is, but I'm just going to lightly tap it on. You can actually go lighter than I'm going. I just really like blush. So tap it on, and then I'm gonna stamp it, swirl it until it's nice and soft. Just gives you a little bit of that youthfulness. Blush adds so much. I know a lot of people like to skip blush, but just a little bit of healthy color on your cheeks makes you look can make you look so much younger and more healthy and like more alive. And then for the same thing for your lips, you can just tap into it and tap it. Now, if I want to get my lips to be this color, then I'll use a brush and really pack it on there, swipe it back and forth, and it makes it super pretty and vibrant. But I'm going for a soft look today. So for your lips, I like to do a little bit lighter color in the center. So I just tapped into my brightener. It's just so easy. Like, I can't tell you how easy it is other than telling you it's so easy. Okay, that's really it. You can set with a powder if you like. You can set with a setting spray. You can set with both. And then your makeup is good to go for the rest of the day. It's so fast and so simple. I know it's taken a little bit because I'm here talking to you and pausing and talking through it. But I can do this in less than 5 minutes. I can do it riding passenger in the car while my husband's driving and we're like bouncing everywhere, and it still looks the same every time. And then you can take a little bit extra time with it if you want and really go for like a really bold contour and go for like a going out look. It's so versatile and so easy. So I use the same palette for a very light, like everyday makeup look. Sometimes I'll just wear Bella bronzer and a little blush and like maybe a little brightener right here, and that's it. And then I can go definitely full face, like full glam with the same palette and just change up my eyeshadows. So simple.